Fantastic. Okay, we did it. All right. Okay. Here we are. This is Mad Chess. If you haven't heard of it, it's because it's pretty underground right now. We're all hipsters. We got beta access, but this is a game. It's fairy chess. So it's regular chess, 8x8 board, pawns and kings and stuff, but there are multiple factions. Numerous factions that all have slightly different pieces, pieces that have special abilities or move around or whatever. And they're set armies for each of the factions. So like you pick a faction, there are a bunch of them to play. Let's see, versus, I suppose. Look at all these factions. There are so many, including a secret faction that we haven't unlocked, but that we might still see today anyway. Humans, centaurs, genies, there are a lot more that have been added in an update that came out like this week. There's a content patch, which is exciting. Unlike Chess Evolved Online, which is also, like 8x8 board, but with fairy pieces, the armies in this game are fixed. So they're like pre-balanced. I mean, big asterisk there, because it's still in beta, it's still like a lot up in the air, subject to change before it releases, but we were granted access by the dev, and so we want to show it off here. Now, we've played this game before on the stream. We played this game before against Sonoy in a viewer challenge. Sonoy also has beta access. And we lost. We flagged 2 games in a row, and I got super salty. I think at least I don't know if we got to game 3, but I got really salty and I was upset that we didn't do a great job we were kind of hurrying and we didn't do a great job of showcasing the game. So I challenged Sonoy to a redemption match for honor. The way that this is going to work is it's a best of 3. If he wins, he gets a tier 3 sub to my channel. Which is $25 dues straight out of my pocket into the ether. If we win, then we've reclaimed our honor. That's really it. All right, so I cut out about an hour and a half of us looking through on stream what all of the pieces did for all the factions. So this is the TLDR. First game, I play Mermaids. Mermaids have pawns just like normal chess and a king just like normal chess. But they have nymphs, horses, shells, and the kraken. So the knight piece is the horse, which moves just like a regular knight does. And what it does is, upon moving to a new square, at the beginning of your next turn, the square that the horse occupies, if it survives a turn, becomes water. So we get it creates a water square. Okay, what are water squares for? Well, we'll see in a second. Next up, we have the nymph, which is like the bishop piece. So nymphs move just like bishops, but they only have 4 range. So the way that nymphs work is every square between the starting and ending square that it travels through becomes water. So we have 2 pieces that generate water here. The rook pieces are the shells. The shells move like rooks, but a maximum of 4 squares in any direction. And they have the Ocean Blast ability. So when they get captured, they create 4 orthogonally adjacent water squares. So if we sack our shell in here and it gets captured, then suddenly there's water everywhere. Okay, there's finally the Kraken, which moves like a queen, but only a distance of 1. So I guess it moves like a king. It's got the ability Deep Dive, so creates water on movement and can leap to any water square for movements and captures. So you can see the movement options. It can move any of these places. And if it were to move just on its own, then it would create water everywhere that it goes. So here we could capture this pawn because the pawn is on water, etc. Okay, as a secondary ability, nymphs can swap places with pawns anywhere on the board as long as the nymph and the pawn are both on water. So let's do... Okay. This nymph is on water, so it can swap places with any pawn anywhere on the board. Horses can do the same thing with the Kraken. So in addition to the Kraken being able to move onto any water square, Horses, if they are on water, can also swap with the Kraken if the Kraken is on water. And the final swap here that we've got to do is that the shell, let's do this, is able to swap with the king. So on water, there are sets of pieces, pairs of pieces that can swap places, nymphs and pawns, horses and the Kraken, and shells and the king. That's it. That's it for mermaids. Okay, so game one, Sonoy will be playing Jinn. So the way that the genies work is they have regular pawns and a regular king. The knight unit is the lamp, which moves just like a knight. And its special ability is ethereal. So all friendly units can move and capture through the lamp as if it were non-physical. So pawns can push through it like that. And if we have like a Fianchettoed Vizier, which is the bishop piece, then you can see the Vizier can move directly through the piece. No problem. The Vizier is like a bishop. It only moves a maximum of 4 units. And its ability is wall bounce. So it can bounce off of one edge of the chessboard in diagonals. Any edge of the chessboard can be bounced off of. So the Vizier, in addition to being able to move its regular bishop move through this lamp, it can also bounce off of this wall and move in this direction, or bounce off of this wall and move in that direction like that. So that's the Vizier. That's the bishop piece. The Sphinx. The Sphinx is the rook piece. It can move a maximum of 4 units in rook directions. The way that the Sphinx works is that let's move our Sphinx forward here. Okay, the Sphinx moves in a way that wraps around the board. So it can move 1, 2, 3, 4 in this direction, or 1, 2, 3, 4 in this direction. So if we block it off here with just whatever moves. Okay, you can see the Sphinx can either go this way, in which case it takes the pawn, it's blocked by the pawn, or it can wrap all the way around as if the board were cylindrical, topologically, and go either here or here. So Sphinx wraps around. Very cool. Okay, the Jinn is the queen piece. It moves like a queen. It goes distance 4 in any direction. Its ability is Edge Tornado. So it can move and capture any non-queen units by teleporting in between the first and last ranks of the board if the Jinn is on either one of them. So what they mean is, let's move our king out of the way. Okay, if the Genie is on either back rank, then it has the opportunity to move from one edge of the board on this square to the opposite rank. So here it's on the G file, it's on G1. So it has the ability to move to G8. And next turn, it will have the ability to move back to G1. So it can go from this rank to this rank and vice versa. It doesn't work capturing queen units though. So in this case, turn 1, you can't just grab the queen as the Genie. And that's it. Those are the Genie pieces. Here we go. All right, we've remade. Now that it is clear to everyone what the rules of the game are. All right, what does this guy do? This guy bounces, right? Okay, so we don't want to push our F pawn, unlike earlier when we just always wanted to push our F pawn. Interesting. Oh, sorry, the Genie's the knight piece. The Vizier is the one that is the bishop piece, obviously. This is the one that pieces don't block. So now he can move his F pawn. He can play F4. That's how it works. I know how the game works. All right, okay. Cool. So no, you got to beat him for your honor and my points. So it's weird that some pieces work differently in campaign and versus. That is quite weird. Okay. King's Indian situation going on. Interesting. Let's get center control. Really, I should have set up for like the quick. I should have set up for the quick castle, or quicker than this at least. Because now I don't get to castle, right? Because if he castles, Oh, I can't. Well, no, I can't castle out of check. Although, let's think. What piece gets to swap with the king again? Is the shell. Oh wait, no, sorry. This piece sees the center because of the lamp. Ah, I remember how this game works. Okay, okay. Interesting. We're gonna have to Bong Cloud our king. Which is kind of lame. Here and then castles, and then he can place this, and then I have to move out of the way. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. We're just gonna live with the fact that that is how the game works. His genie can take my genie. Okay. We have the ability now. Make sure I don't... This genie can always take this Kraken, so I don't want to move this. Actually, trading here before I castle would... Okay, whatever. Let's just do this. Okay, we want to create water everywhere, right? Castling is really weird, too, against that genie, the way that the genie works. Okay, we've made water. Now... we just pull the mermaid back to defend the Kraken. All right, castling has happened. Let's castle ourselves. I want to make a bunch of water. The vizier bounces and goes through the lamp, which is just a knight for all intents and purposes. The genie goes 4. The genie is currently threatening the Kraken, although I do have a shell as well. Genie is pretty strong. Like, my backline always needs to be defending my backline. Okay. Vizier now threatens. I don't want to trade off pieces, right? I want to avoid trading off pieces early. I just have to be careful about our time. I do move 4, so I can capture this and allow him to take back, but I don't think that's good. Let's just keep our pieces on the board for as long as possible. Yeah. Genie can't take... Oh yeah, it does say non-queen units, so that's important to remember. What moved last, by the way? Pawn? C4? Okay, C4 happened. Let's make some more... Let's make some more water. We just want to occupy squares. We want to make water. If he kicks our bishop, we just retreat. If he takes with the vizier, which he can do, then we just recapture with this knight. It's not a big deal. This vizier does hit this square, but it's whatever. Is that even good? I think we have decent center control here. But kicking... No. I think it's much better to... Okay, well now he's got like a double attack here, but I don't think that's good. This can leap on any... So this defends this nymph, right? The Kraken defends the nymph from here? Oh no, because it's singly defended there because the vizier still attacks it, right? So Honestly, let's just pull it right back. We're making water slowly. We also have to play a bit more quickly. I like the mermaids can end up with 2 dark square bishops. True, true. Because they swap with the pawns. It's hard to get water out front. I guess you really need forward knights to spread water, huh? Interesting. This is interesting. Did you... I guess he's just trying to get the... Okay, so what's happened? We can get water here. Attack this guy. I guess he's trying to make it so that he can get... He's like tunneling onto the Genie. Train. Where can I... Here kicks this piece. Attacks this piece. Yeah, why not? And then we get water here. We just want to get knights to new squares. That's what we want to do. This vizier isn't the most useful. It does defend this pawn. That's kind of cool. This is so confusing. It is. Please ping on Discord when ready. Will do. Will do. Narik, I don't know if he realizes that this, the knight is defended. Unless I'm crazy. So I think this is a free piece, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure the knight is defended by the Kraken, unless I'm taking crazy pills. Or the horse, I guess. It's not defended the turn that it moves, or like the turn after it moves, due to a bug. But next turn, it should be. I feel like the mermaids can end up with, or dead shells, or a really courageous Kraken. Yeah. Interesting. It's really interesting. I also hate how the timer, his timer is down here. My timer is up there. So now what do we do? Now we... This is defended by this. We probably just take, right? Like we don't want to trade off pieces, but we're good to trade a rook. Like we're trading up here. Although the Sphinx isn't the best. And our mermaids are really good. This doesn't actually defend this square. I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade. Maybe we do this. And then... We're going to play principled. You know what? Fuck it. We'll trade. We'll trade. That's fine. I'm not too fussed. Alright, the Vizier recaptures. Now... I want to make more water, but at the same time... I like bringing this knight out. We can recapture this horse with the... Like, look! His position's pretty open, right? Okay, we're gonna do this. We'll recapture the horse with the Kraken, because he just doesn't have king safety. It's kind of as simple as that. Clock positioning is illegal. I can live with all the bugs. Yeah, like ordinarily we want to be making more water, but I don't know. This, I think that if we're... I think that this is good. Then we can maybe like push this pawn. Then we can get our... Interesting. I don't necessarily like this. Well, it's defended by the Kraken. So is this pawn. Yeah, why not? This is fine. I think this is going to be a helpful square. Let's take back. Oh, the genie moves 4. I failed to realize that the genie moves 4, guys. That's why I thought the genie was so busted that they made it move 3, but that's my fault. That's fine. Okay, I feel like this is okay. Although without the Kraken, all of this water kind of doesn't like make much difference, right? We just lost a queen for nothing. That's fine. That's fine. We can win. Let's kick this. Let's kick this guy. Let's kick this guy. Water now only enables, really, our shells to help with, like, king safety. And our mermaids to help promote pawns, which do promote into krakens, mind you. But let's think here. Let's centralize our shells, I guess. How far does this thing move? Not that far, okay. How do we break through? Well, alright. Maybe we do this. Maybe like Frappuccino the king and then get our shells up this file. Because like our win condition is kind of taking advantage of the fact that this king is so open. How far does this move? Only this far. Let's push like this, maybe? So now our king can't move out like that. But I think this is a good opportunity to take here. This pawn is defended from this vizier. Now we can do this. It's defended by the shell. And our mermaid can't be, like, stuck. And then we push our shells up the H-file, maybe? Actually, this music is banger. This music is banger. It's gotta be said. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, we're gonna do maybe this, which makes our king safe from the opponent's genie. Let's just drag our... Hold on. Can the genie capture here? No, it can't. That's fine. Well, it's also got a bunch of defenders, so that's okay. Although we do maybe need to... Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Spoiler. Okay, there's a spoiler. Pawn promotes to Kraken now that Kraken is dead. Right. That is useful. Okay, this is, I feel, good. In this position. Oh, that pawn now hangs. We're not hanging anything here. There's nothing defending this pawn, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, no. We'll take this pawn every day of the week. Because the vizier bounces this way. Hell yeah. Also gives us a square of water, which is fun. I was proud of my roomie. She passed multiple twists in The Witcher, which I knew already from knowing the games. Ah, that's awesome. Actually picking up on small cues. Shouts out. That's pretty sick. Okay, we don't really want to trade here. With the vizier. Like here we can win a pawn, but we're down a piece. Wait, are we? Hold on, sorry. How does this game work? We have 2 rooks. Our opponent lost a sphinx. Okay, so they're knight bishop, knight bishop. This can only move 4, and we've got 2. Okay, so we're down a rook for a queen or whatever, right? Okay. Maybe we do trade. We probably don't trade. Maybe we do trade. Knight for a vizier. All right, we got 4 minutes. We don't want a flag. I don't know. We moon. Yeah, maybe we do trade. Whatever. Let's just do it. Alright. That way we don't have to worry about any Vizier antics. And he's still got poorer king safety than we do, I think. Sphinx wraps around, right? That's the thing that it... Yeah. Sphinx wraps around. That's just it. Now we don't have to worry about, like, intrusions on our queen side. We're up 2 pawns, but down a queen for a rook. Where's this piece go? This moves 4. We moon. That outpost isn't actually, like, detrimental for us, necessarily. Here, 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 there, here, there. Boom, boom, bam. Boom, bam. Alright, whatever. Let's do this. Moon, please, we're in blitz territory. There is no increment, that's true. Alright, the fact that there's no increment means that we really can't afford to spend very much time on anything. So we can't quite take that. As nice as that would be. I misclicked. All good. I don't know what I expected. Oops. It happens. Ooh. Check, I suppose. Sphinx here is a problem for us. Let's do one of these. Sphinx here is gonna win him a pawn. That's the way it be. That's fine. Or he could win this pawn. Ooh, Sphinx move 4, right? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Did not expect that. I guess we'll take here. Or we'll block here. This is a bit tricky. Sphinx here, move over. Instead of being down a... Ooh. Here's pretty bad. Let's start by maybe delivering a check. And then block here. In here, that's mate, right? So I guess we want to go here so that we can block physically with the... Does that cover it? Does that cover all the mates? It goes here. Then we go here. We can't get on water to use our special ability. Then it goes here, and then we go here. It's mate because the genie blocks the... Alright. Only a few blunders that game, but if anyone's watched any of the channel, you know that we give up game 1 for free almost every tournament set. So it's all good. Okay, alright. Here we go. Very well played. Very well played by Sonoy. Alright, game 2, I'll be playing the fairy pieces. So let's take a look at them. Normal pawns, normal king. Let's start with the frog. The frog is the knight unit. It moves like a knight. And it's got the ability Deadly Hop. So it can hop over any enemy unit for captures in 2 square diagonals like checkers. In other words, if there was a unit either here or here, then in addition to sort of the regular frog captures, the frog would be able to jump over that unit and capture it like a checkers piece. So let's get knight in here. So now you can see the frog has the ability to bounce over the knight and capture it. So that is, they can only do it once. So you can't do like go crazy and do a bunch of checkers captures in a row, but it can be along any diagonal. The bishop piece is the pixie. The way that the pixies work is they move up to 3 in any diagonal, like bishop moves. The way they work is they can capture enemy units from 2 or 3 diagonal squares away without moving, but cannot capture from 1 square away. So this unit has the ability to capture this pawn right here from afar, and it doesn't move. It just boop, shoots, sharpshooter, destroys that pawn. Now, if the opponent blocks from a distance 1 away, the drawback is that the pixies can't attack units that are directly, immediately adjacent diagonally. So those are the pixies. Next is the rook unit. The rook unit is the shroom. It moves like a rook, but up to 4 units in any direction. It's got the ability to range spores. Any surrounding adjacent pawn or king to the shroom gains +1 non-capturing movement. So these pawns are adjacent to the shroom, and as you can see, not only can they move 2 on the first go, they can move 3 as well. Same with this guy. They're non-capturing movements, so the pawn can't go like 2 diagonals away to capture. Same with the king. The king can move. Let's see here. Okay. This king can now move 2 in this direction, but if there was a unit here, it could not move 2 to capture. So those are the rook units. They're the shroom. Okay, last but not least, we have the wisp. The wisp moves like a queen, but only 2 units in any direction. The thing with the wisp is that they can capture enemy units from exactly 2 sort of queen moves away without moving, and it also ignores unit collision. So in other words, they capture the way that pixies do. They don't move on top of the unit. The unit just disintegrates spontaneously. Okay, and it has to be up to sort of a 2 distance queen move away. And it just works like that. And it can be done, it ignores unit collision. So here, the wisp can capture, it's the capture without moving is exactly 2 squares away, by the way. So if it were to capture this pawn, boom, it would just capture it regularly. If it were to capture this pawn, it would just eliminate it from existence. That's the wisp. That's how the wisps work. So those are all the pixie pieces. Hint, prepare for the rise of hint for secret faction. Okay, thank you. Ooh, Cthulhu faction. Whoa, that's dope. This is crazy. Holy shit. What's going on here? Okay, so this is the super secret faction. This you can only unlock by beating the campaign, I believe. Sumet's misplay was that he didn't wait. Wait, you were white last game. What are you trying to pull? Sonoy? You don't get white every single game. Sumet's misplay was that he didn't wait until there was 4 minutes on the clock in order to activate super Sumet mode. This is true. Okay, let's see what the pieces do though. Limb, try forward. 1. Gain +3 MP upon being captured. Can move 2 squares on the first move and promotes to a wing, which is the rook piece. On the last rank, it's kind of annoying that from my perspective, the wings are the wrong way around, but I guess from his perspective, they're like flipped. So that's fine. Passive mana, passively gain +1 MP per turn. Okay, interesting. Okay. These gain +3 MP on capture. These just generate +1 MP per turn. Ear. Is that what that is? Mana kill. Any surrounding enemy unit provides +1 MP per turn for a maximum of 8 MP per turn if completely surrounded. Okay. Eyeball, Mana Gaze. Capturing an enemy unit provides 8 MP. That's a lot of MP. I don't know what MP does yet. Smet, please move cam. Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. Let's flip horizontal. Okay. Let's read again. All right. Limb. Gain 3 MP upon being captured. Can move 2 squares on the first move and promotes to a wing on the back rank. So when these die, they give plus 3 MP. These just give plus 1 MP per turn. Which, you know, you can turtle in chess. So seems like is pretty campiness is good. Any surrounding enemy unit provides plus 1 MP per turn for a maximum of plus 8 MP if completely surrounded. Which is interesting. Oh yeah, try forward means that they can also move to the side after. I guess that's what that means. The limbs can move to the side, which is pretty broken. Okay, eyeball. Capturing an enemy unit provides plus 8 MP, which is a lot of MP. And okay, queen is the heart. It's got 3 range. This has 4 range. This has 4 range. This has 3 range. Mana range. Has a normal range of surround 3, but can get up to surround 6 by spending plus 3 MP for each use. That you already get plus 2 MP by default. Per turn. So that's pretty whack. So the heart is basically a queen. I hate how he can read without the timer. Is all you want just to... It's funny how the streamer is the person who tends, I think, of everyone who plays on this channel to be the least inclined to scam. We're really flipping the script here. We're breaking the mold on this channel. Okay, brain. Holy butts. Can cast 2 spells. One is early promotion for 70 MP. Presumably that makes a wing into, or that makes a limb into a wing maybe. And number 2, Doomsday, loses 5 MP per check. Okay, loses 5 MP per check. Doomsday, does that just win the game? How is he supposed to play without knowing the rules? It's insane. Thanks, Andre. Early promotion can turn 1 limb into wing. Doomsday's instant win. Wow. Interesting. Honestly, Secret Faction is already pretty strong without spells, thanks to the pawns. The pawns being able to move side to side is pretty nutty. But I think maybe fairies will do good because we can... Well, no, because they provide... Okay. So we gotta move. What is this called? It's called the brain. Okay, let's remember how this game is... Okay, pixies. All right. Let's play frog out. Frog F3. Let's move a little faster. We don't want to be in time pressure. Surround 2 units without moving, ignores other units in a way. Ooh, interesting. Surround 2 units away without... Okay. Interesting, okay. So... He wants to capture, but then we want to... But then it's good for us to surround 2, 1, 2, and 3 with the... Let's do this. His units just move regularly, right? Yeah, so it's all about the secret ability is all about the... Okay, and then he gets a heart out. He wants to surround... He wants adjacent enemy pieces. Let's maybe do... Frappuccino here. Is this... Hold on. Is this per turn? Surrounding enemy... So is this like +1 mana? Is that how that works? Actually, you know what we'll do? Well... We should probably do... Whatever, we'll give him the mana if it means we can get a central pawn for free. He can't move here because we leapfrog, which is cool. That's how this unit captures. I don't know if he realizes, but this is how our pieces work. All right, let's just move away now. Let's retreat. Pretty good. We remember the mechanics of the game. Let me flip my face around here, by the way. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. Transform. Flip. There we go. Okay. That's how frog work. That feels pretty good. We can take with check, but unfortunately, wait, does this work the way that it probably doesn't, right? Because we can take here with check, which relieves him of mana, but I don't think, yeah, this can capture, because the sage captures from a distance, but it ignores like unit collision. I don't think that the pixie does, right? So we probably won't do that. I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted, but Fairy Bishop can be blocked? Yeah, okay, that's what we figured. How Chad would that be, though? And if it was Russian rules, you know, that'd be dope. Okay, let's retreat to here. I'm happy with that. If move... Free piece. It does give him mana, but, you know, we'll see what we can do about that. Is limb capture the same as its movement? Oh yeah, good question. Do limbs capture side to side? Pixie can be blocked, but it doesn't move, right? Limb capture is like normal pawn. Okay, that's what I would have intuited. We get this pawn now too, which is pretty dope. Does he know that we get this pawn? These are 4 away. This heart is... All right. I mean, I know that capturing pawns is good for him, but it's also good for us. Now, we can't leapfrog this unit, but we can get this pawn for free. And that feels pretty good for us, because this also threatens the opponent's piece, right? What do these do? Yeah. Whatever, we're just going to do this. It threatens... it makes it easier for us to give him a check, too. Although our pieces are pretty short range, that's the only difficulty. It threatens his piece. Like a checkers capture. Okay, so we've given up some early MP, but we've got an early heavy piece advantage, which feels good. Okay, so now let's enable us to give a check and trade away. What does this thing do again? Someone remind me. Capturing an enemy unit provides +8 MP. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. But then we trade. It's not fantastic, is it? Let's think carefully. This is what, MP, 1 MP per turn? Okay, we want to develop our pieces. We don't want to like tunnel vision, right? I know we're using a lot of time, but kind of important that we do so. All right, let's kick around this unit with our pixie. It says this goes 4. This goes all the way if it spends 3 mana, which isn't a lot of mana. So now he's generating 3 mana per turn. How close until promotion? So we still got forever till Doomsday. So we can just, you know, we're probably going to get our Cupid out here and then castle. Alex Spade cheered. Thank you so much, Alex Spade. Just get the monthly cheer bonus. Thanks. Thanks, Alex Spade. Ooh. Bishop really wants to trade. That bishop was the only thing preventing us from providing check here and not getting recaptured. So I'm pretty down to move this frog out of the way so that we can give check. It's a free little check, which honestly doesn't do that much. But I don't know, it's annoying. Maybe he forgets the way that Cupid works or something. I mean, we got to move that piece out of the center anyway. I mean, preventing him from being able to castle is like the main point of this move, right? Realistically. Are these ears? That's strange. Ooh, now he can take us, but we can't take him because of the limited range. That's interesting. Oh, wait, that's a pawn. Sorry, I thought that was the bishop because of the way that it didn't move forward, but this is a pawn. Okay. Wow, that's like really damaging to his structure though, isn't it? Let's just do this. Let's threaten this ear. Sorry, the pawn moved sideways one. Which is weird. Actually, I could push this up just to threaten this pawn, which maybe is a good deal. All right, so now we can threaten. Then he threatens after that. So this forces. Hold on, let me think. Maybe he forgets how it works. He can, this, you know, opens this up for like the sack, but we now threaten this piece. 8 mana is a lot, but then he's down a bishop. I don't know. His bishops are longer range than our bishops are, and our bishops. Oh, the brain can't castle. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize. Oh yeah, because that's like an explicit ability, right? For the kings in this game. Okay, brain can't castle. Not all the way. Yeah. Okay, max of 6. Yeah. Okay. That's true. So the heart can go 6 in any direction, but it can't go like from one side of the board to the other. I don't know if he knows that he just gave up that piece for no reason. Okay, now he's threatening our Cupid. I think this is where we pull back. Okay, I think this is good. Pinky and the brain. It's Pinky versus the brain. That is precisely what has happened. Oh, he didn't want to trade. Okay, I think we've significantly hampered his one of his early. Ooh, this forks 2 pawns. 2 limbs, I suppose. All right, I think we want to start pushing our pieces up the board. We've got a development advantage. He has no structure. Is it better to just keep doing this? Let's just poke and prod at him a little bit. There are arrows in this game. Were there always arrows in this game? I don't know if there were, but there are arrows now. Does it do it does the auto kink functionality, which is awesome. This is interesting. Okay, now we're threatening both of these pieces. It's a little forky poo. Literally a perfect game. Couldn't agree more. Auto kink. Poison. How many times you gotta get bonked one stream? She did just watch The Witcher, which is a very it's very sexy franchise. It's got to be said. We already fawned over Henry Cavill. This is probably better to capture, right? What is this move? What does that do? All right, let's take that. Look at how open he is. The problem with fairies, though, is that we don't. I mean, he can promote soon, but like, it must be good to do this. Also, we can now. I don't know, dude. I think that him having no limbs is better. Actually, we talked about how they didn't give the Witcher armor the 90s bat nipples. One of my friends hosted a porn and pancakes party, but she vetoed anything from kink.com because she knew too many of them and thus it would be weird. Interesting. Yeah, didn't realize that that would create a link either. But, you know, Monka S. Careful, David. Watch yourself, please. What am I doing? Okay, we gotta convert. We're in a good position. He doesn't have pieces left. I know that he really wants to sack his pieces. +8. So he gets a free rook, but if he doesn't have any limbs left, he can't even auto-promote. So maybe that's the secret here. Let's check. Yeah, why not? Let's keep the bishop pair, because we don't want to give him MP, but simultaneously, we don't want, like, his bishops are bad for our bishops, right? We also threaten this one right here. Come on, you know, I specifically trying to not have that be a link. No, I know. It's just you literally, you know, link to what I assume is a Monka S. Did that check do -5? It should have, right? If it didn't, I'd be upset. I saw a tweet of the other day of someone who wanted to go to a swinger party and had already paid the entry and everything. And I got an email from the host that there would be a 2-meter distance between participants and acrylic glass between everyone. And the host refused to refund money. Most big brain business strategy ever. Holy shit. What is this doing? It's not threatening anything that's not defended. Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills? Let's take more of our opponent's pieces so that they literally do not have the ability to promote. They will be able to promote next turn. I don't think we can eliminate all of them, Sag. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so does he get the points at the end of his turn or at the start of his turn? Is what I want to know. He's so open to like every check in the game. Man. It's an easy way that we... I mean, we can kick the queen around. I don't know that does much. And again, well, it goes here. It goes anywhere but... Wow. Whatever. Let's just do it. Okay. Let's just see what happens here. He might get another rook. But I think it did, but not instantly. Oh, okay. Looks like all the point stuff happens at the end. The end of what? The end of the game? If he has another rook, we're up so much material. I don't think it matters, right? He's so far away from. I think we probably win. We could maybe set up a situation where we threaten whatever pawn is going to promote. Well, here we can take out this pawn and force him to promote this pawn. Free queen? I'll take it. Feels pretty good, man. That was cool. Nailed it. Now we can check here if he doesn't promote this turn. She probably will. What's the UI? You probably drag the brain onto the what is it? Limb, right? We can win if he just gets a rook, because he sacked his whole board to do it. Yes, you drag the burn limb? Question mark? What? What happened here? Okay, let's think. If we do... can provide like infinite checks. Okay, we are low on time. We don't want to flag. Now we threaten this piece, so if he upgrades it, we can just kill it immediately. This is then the last piece that... oh, we can't take from 1 unit away. I almost forgot. Threaten that piece again, right? Can move over one more if it really wants. We gotta activate the rest of our pieces. We gotta get our shrooms into action here. Get our shrooms into gear. He's only halfway to Doomsday. Oh, it's 120, so he's more than halfway to Doomsday, but come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, probably Doomsday's dragging onto the opposing king, I see. Oh, Doomsday's automatic? Okay. All right. Now he can only capture, or he can only upgrade this limb, which I'm guessing he's going to not do, but he's about to receive many checks. He's about to receive many checks. I guess we'll do Cupid out here. Oh, I can't catch it. I can't take it, which is sad. But I can do this and provide a check here next turn, which is cool. I fork the limb and the... yeah, they only move 4, right? So here I actually... Frog here forks the brain and the wing. And that's his passive MP generation gone. So actually... it's looking pretty good. You see Goagan Door Doomsday. I guess he's going for Doomsday because he's not promoting. But we're just going to check him so much. Call him a bar mitzvah boy with how many checks he's about to receive. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh, let's check him. Let's check him. This is check. He can't capture. This is also check. Now he doesn't have passive generation. Now this is his only mana source. We got 2 rooks and a queen. So that's pretty dope. You know what? Let's give a check here. Why the hell not? This only moves 4 orthogonally, right? If he really wants, he can... okay. Let's see. Is there like an easy way that we can... alright, let's threaten that piece. He's got to survive for 40 turns. Didn't know I couldn't capture. GG. What was he attempting to capture? I wonder. Let's see. Wait, what didn't you know he couldn't capture? All right, that's cool. Let's take this. Now he loses. All right. All I need to do is not flag. Let's get the sage into the game. Okay, let's see. Can we... he's check now. Oh, jeez. Hold on. He can move here still, right? Okay. I'm terrified of accidentally stalemating him. You can always move here, though. Okay. Nailed it. GG. Okay. Wow. What a shocking turn of events. If I recall correctly, chat was telling me that the Cthulhu faction, I don't actually know what they're called, were super fucking OP, and You guys were talking shit on my pixie faction. What can I say? Pixies top tier. Pixies top tier. Finale at 10 minutes? Okay. Best of 3 now? Always best of 3, yeah. So we've got a game 3 now. All right, game 3, I play as the vampires. The vampires actually have different pawns. They don't have pawns. They have ghouls, which move and capture like normal pawns do. But they can be captured by friendly units. So this is possible. The best spawn cloud of all time is possible. Okay, knight units are the wolf. They move just like knights. Their ability is blood jump. Once per turn, the wolf can capture a friendly ghoul and jump again unless a check or discovered check is caused. So it can capture a ghoul just like any other friendly piece can. But if this move does not check the enemy king, or if as a result of this move, the enemy king is not in check, then you can move again. So it's interesting for repositioning. The Banshee is the bishop-like unit. It can also capture, like all other pieces, can capture friendly ghouls. It moves up to 4 in any direction, and it's got the ability Soul Drag, which is that any enemy unit directly around the Banshee can only capture units 1 square away from them. So in other words, if there was like a queen, like that, now this queen can move any number of squares in any direction, but it cannot capture a unit that is more than 1 square away. So this queen can no longer capture this because this Banshee is right here. Okay, Rook unit, the Tomb. Any enemy unit directly ahead or behind the tomb is paralyzed and can't move until the tomb moves again or is captured. So again, tombs are the Rook unit. They can move up to 3 squares in any direction. And if they do, let's do this. Okay, so any enemy units directly ahead or behind of the tomb, that means immediately ahead, so the square in front or the square behind, in this case h4 or h6, this unit can't move. That's what the tomb does. Okay, fantastic. All right, last but not least, we have the Count. The Count moves like a queen. It's the queen unit. It goes up to 3 in any direction. Queen move directions. Ghoul Bite is the special ability. Capturing an enemy unit with the Count on the squares directly around him creates a ghoul on the square he just left. So in other words, if there's a, let's see, let's do this. Okay, if the Count captures a piece that is directly beside the Count, in other words, 1 square away, that's adjacent, then upon capture, oops. Yes, okay. In this case, it was a little bit confusing, but let's do this. Okay, here, if it captures an adjacent enemy piece, then, or unit, including pawns, then wherever it was, it will spawn a ghoul. So, in this case, this in check. Spawn a ghoul here, wherever it was, and then again, it'll spawn a ghoul wherever it was, etc. So that's the vampires. Okay, great. All right, in the last game, Sonoy will be playing the Centaurs. So the Centaur pawns are different. They move like ordinary pawns, like normal, but their quirk is that they can push non-Centaur pawns by 1 square backward. So if it is directly in front of a pawn with nothing behind that pawn, then it can move onto that pawn and push the pawn backward 1. So that's how the rams work. The knight unit is called a bear. So it moves like a knight. And it can swap places with any enemy unit directly surrounding it. So if we've got, let's say, let's just get a queen out here real quick. Okay, queen is here. It can't capture. However, seeing as the queen is adjacent to the bear, it can perform a bear dance and just swap places. That's it. That's all the bears do. The bishop unit is the satyr. It moves up to 4 in any bishop direction. And the way that it works is it can orthogonally drag any enemy unit towards it with a range of 4 squares. So in other words, any enemy unit that is a rook move away up to 4 distance, it can pull towards it, all the way towards it. So if the satyr were here, then let's do this actually. Why not? Okay, so any of these orthogonal 4 square away units, it can pull all the way to it, and that uses up the satyr's turn, like that. That's what the satyr does. Okay, rooks. The rooks for the centaurs are called tents. They move distance 4 in a rook movement shape. Hammer push can push away in diagonals any surrounding enemy unit as far as they can move until they hit another unit or the edge of the board. So for the tent to use its ability, it has to be diagonally adjacent to an enemy piece. And it can move onto that piece and push it as far back as that piece will go until it can't go anymore. So in this case, boom, it goes all the way there. And it also follows. So in this case, it makes a diagonal move as well. So it replaces the square that the unit that it just pushed was. So that's how tents work. And finally, we have the queen unit, which is the chief. So the chief moves up to distance 4 in any queen direction. It's got the ability War Cry. By moving into the king, the chief drags any enemy unit in its column by 1 square directly toward itself. So if it is possible for the chief on its turn to do a 4 distance away queen move onto the friendly king, then everything that is on whatever file that it was on, any enemy piece, gets shuffled down 1 square. So in this case, the d-pawn and the queen would both move down 1. And it is based on whatever, let's do, yeah, why not? Oops. Okay, so in this case, if it moves onto the king with a queen move, it will drag everything in whatever column it is in down 1. All enemy pieces. Doesn't work on friendly pieces. So, like that. And that's it. Those are the centaurs. That's all. Here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Game 3 for all the marbles. Tier 3 sub on the line. Also redemption. Dragons are just defend until he resigns, it seems. Okay. Here we go. Right, bears. This swaps places. This pushes pieces away. The satyr attracts pieces to it. And the rams push pieces away. Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Chiefs drag everything in a line toward the... Yeah, I remember chiefs. Chiefs are crazy. All right. Knight f6, best move in chess. What do we do? Oh, yeah. We can attack a ghoul and get a thing. This generates ghouls. Now this is just chess. Oh, the d-pawn opening? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. What do my banshees do? Any enemy unit directly around the banshee can only capture units 1 square away from them. Weird. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. Furthermore, I think it's bad. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's just play some chess. It's 10 minutes on the clock. No increment. So let's be a little careful. Let's be a little picky about what we're doing here. It's a weird structure. Okay. All right. We're gonna frappuccino our banshees. So now remember to read what the enemy pieces do. All right. Tombstone. It paralyzes pieces, right? This is weird. How far does this move? It moves 4. It moves 4. Didn't know it moved 4. Don't care. We're just gonna move back. Just gonna move back 1. Didn't know it moved 4. Interesting. Interesting. Does our thing move? No, the count moves 3. Not super cool, but that's fine. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get weird here. We're gonna get weird here. These pieces, this can swap pieces. This can push pieces away in diagonals. Which one seems relevant? I think a lot of this is gonna be regular chess. It was a cool play there. Could have captured e7, and yeah, we could have done. Wait, sorry, did he move? What happened? Count c7? No. Is it my turn? Might be my turn. Is it my turn? No, it's reversed, right? Yeah. Right? Did he move? No, okay. He hasn't moved. Okay. Whoa. That's nutty. Let's do this. Satyrs move 4. That's so much movement. I don't want to lose my pawn for no reason. But I could capture here. There's no point. But it's cool, isn't it? That's cool. Let's just do it. There's no point. I literally lost material for no reason, but I don't know. Let's just do it. Yeah. Now we can maybe do something cool. Yo, it's cool. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. It's a loss in material, but a win in content. As far as I'm concerned, is worth. I don't get the banshees. Vampires seem weird. I don't like it. I mean, I guess we grabbed a pawn for a pawn, so we're even, right? Okay, satyrs can drag stuff. Oh, it drags orthogonally. Oh, weird. Whatever. We can run our dude away, right? Let's do this. How many does this go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's do this. It can drag, but it doesn't really do anything. Takes. Lose material. Takes there. Makes some sense. What does this do? It's just a pawn, right? King is positioned very awkward. Hold on. Here we can capture this and make a ghoul here. Repair our structure, eh? Isn't that interesting? Yeah? Right? Rams push their pieces toward me, and pieces that are near me, I can turn into ghouls. It's all... I figured that would happen. He pulled me, but now I just make a ghoul. He pulled the piece away, but it didn't defend his piece. Of course, now he can, like, take and then take here. Oh, no, it's undefended, so it doesn't even work. He doesn't want to pull this now. It is annoying that the Centaur can, like, damage your pawn structure. Even material? Aren't we up 2 pawns? Am I going crazy? What? He's got his bishops and a knight. We're only missing 1 pawn. He's missing several. Right? I think you're taking crazy pills. Alright, let's defend this pawn. He can drag my knight out if he wants. What's the score now? It's 1-1. This is game 3. We're ahead in time, which feels pretty good. Ooh, we could make cool moves. Oh, it's hanging, guys. You ready for this? God gamer moment. Easiest game of my life. Holy shit, the ghouls are dope. I take back everything I said. Vampires are fucking awesome. Holy shit. All right. Mad Chess Pro League. Sign me up. Technically it's 2-1. Technically you're incorrect. Save my points. Oh, this is awesome. This is fucking sick. When you're up material, you trade. That is simply how this game works. Okay, how far do these go? 4? Let's pin this. Trade. Let's pin this and trade for it. It can swap spots. Oh, fuck. I actually can swap spots with this pawn, but then I can... Well, it's not quite trap it. You can just run a... Well, kind of do. So where does it go from here? It can't swap spot. It can swap spots here, or it can swap. This is check. Wait, what does this thing do? This takes, right? Yeah, okay. When you're up material, you take pieces. Okay, so now, honestly, do we castle? No, we don't have. It's like unnecessary risk, right? We ought to defend this because this moves fucking like to the ends of the earth. And let's just do this. Maybe castle queenside. I don't know. My castle queenside if I'm feeling cute. It can only swap with enemy? Oh, wait, really? Well, there are no more bears to see. I didn't see that it can swap with enemy only. That's interesting. Let's nip this in the bud. So he doesn't have a passed pawn. Let's do maybe a little bit of... where do we go now? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Alright, this, and then we can... And if he, like, tents here or something. I don't know. We can castle and our tombstones are connected. We're up material. Alright, let's connect our tombstones. Wait, you can turn one bomb cloud as vampires. You can just take your own... You can take E7 on turn 1. Wait, is there a reason that he... traded material when he was down... Material? Am I crazy? What is this? What's the idea? Wait, what does this thing do? It drags any enemy unit. Oh yeah, no, I remember. It moves onto the... Why would you want this? Now I can make ghouls. Probably. Okay. Can't help but think that we're in really good shape. It pushes... Okay, this thing, like, shoots stuff diagonally. We're up a good deal here in this position. Let's get... Okay, we want to liberate... I misclicked. Actually, it was the chattest... That's fine. It was the chattest self-capture of our lives is what it really was. Okay. What do we do here? What's he doing? I guess he wants to like push this. Just push it up all the way. Let's think. I'm gonna push this up. It enables him to take, which he elects not to do for some reason. But no judgment. Now let's do this, right? Could have taken with check. Said he pre-moved. Ooh, this prevents him from moving? Oh, no, special abilities. TM. Ooh, he could push this bishop all the way to the other end of the board. Which doesn't really do anything, but he's allowed to do that legally. He could smack it all the way out here. It's got 4 range, so it can only go back here. Okay, now we've got the nice bishops defended by pawns, etc. This thing can move because this game is whack. Ooh. Now we win his... Take fucking notes here, by the way. You guys see this shit? Take own piece, discovered fucking... He's cracked. He's cracked. All right, let's just promote. This is gonna... that's fine. All right. Oh, it's a tombstone. I forgot. This game's lame. Whatever. Let's take this. It broke? Are you fucking kidding me? It broke like you can't move? The last challenge we played broke as well. The 10x10? Your timer is running, indeed. Is it my turn for no reason? Oh, I got to move twice. Do I get to move? Oh no, it didn't count. Okay, this is fake. The game broke. It's in beta. No legal moves? No, he has legal moves. Oh, this is pre-moving. Sorry. It allows me to pre-move, but I can't move on his behalf. So that's what's happened. Your pawn is halfway between F6 and F7. Oh. Yeah, this is just pre-moving. I can't actually make any moves. Listen. Is there anyone on Earth that is going to argue that I do not win this game? I have 2 rooks for a pawn. He literally said that he moved here. So next turn, rooks move 3, which is fine, but I would just sack my Banshee in. He takes, and then I've got 2 fucking rooks. I will argue on behalf of my points. It's a draw. You rematched me after my first victory. I do not count arguable bugs and or inaccurate tooltips. Like literally, if the opponent doesn't understand how the game works because like the words in the game don't accurately describe how the game behaves, it's not. You know, why am I even entertaining this? You guys are just trolls. This obviously, if the game hadn't been ended, there's no argument here. Just flip a coin? All right. If you'll notice, the last like 50 messages in chat are from doubters pleading for their lives, aka their channel points. I think it is clear that okay, like this is like, he already did this. Takes, boom, literally whatever, takes, and then we move our tombstones over, like down the line, and then we mate with tombstones. Just replay the same moves? Come on, dude. Okay, it's 2-2. It's not that easy to get. Well, I don't remember exactly the 41 moves that led to this point, but I'm gonna call GG here. Chess filled with trolls. How could you suggest that, Kappa? For all we know, Sonoy could be lying about the game crashing. Listen, it was a valiant effort, Sonoy. We're gonna call it here. We're gonna pay out the believers. It was like 10-1 odds or 9-1 odds, I guess, which is pretty crazy. The maddest player won. Oh, look at that. Sonoy flagged. Looks like we win. Wait, isn't there a troll faction here? Not yet. There is not yet any troll faction. As soon as I paid out the prediction, it said Samantha Turk wins, which is pretty funny, but good stuff. Good stuff. Neath P, stop scamming. Can you guys, how do you guys look at yourselves in the mirror and just accept that you are this way? This was a lot of fun. Thank you to Sonoy for accepting my challenge. He played all the broken factions. We played all of the super weak factions. But it was a good time. It is midnight his time. He attempted to scam us. But there we go. That's how we run this stream. Scam free for the most part.